Title IX is a federal civil rights law passed by the United States government in 1972. It prohibits sex-based discriminations in all schools and educational activities that are funded by the federal government.
I'm Kelly Bright. I'm a fifth-year grad student at Fordham University. I'm on the softball team here.
I'm Mackenzie McGrath. I'm a senior at Fordham University. I'm a member of the Fordham University softball team as well as a member of the Irish national softball team.
My name is Lily Bernardi. I'm an assistant strength and conditioning coach at Fordham University. I currently work with baseball, track and field, cross country, women's rowing, men's squash, and men's golf.
I'm also involved in a lot of other things in athletics, so I work with our sports radio station, and I'm also in our sports video departments. This year especially, I've gotten to film our men's and women's basketball team as well as our football team.
I went to the College of New Jersey where I played women's lacrosse, and the unique thing about the College of New Jersey, we did not have a men's lacrosse team, but women's lacrosse was one of the larger sports that we were able to have.
Before Title IX was passed, there was a huge gap in between funding between male and female sports in certain universities. In the Division I level, a lot of male sports were offered compared to female sports, and it was very unequal.
We didn't have a men's lacrosse team, but we did have a football team, so some of the sports that were used to kind of balance them out were women's lacrosse, women's field hockey, some of the larger team sports that the females played on. So I think potentially without my athletic career at TCNJ, I never would have been exposed to the weight room. I never would have met my strength coach and decided that I wanted to pursue strength conditioning and have all the opportunities that I do now.
I can't say enough about what Title IX has meant to me. Not only has it given me the opportunity to play softball in college, which I know before that there weren't many options for girls to do anything in sports, let alone play in college and play at that level. So
knowing that I could have gone beyond a recreational level as a kid inspired me to work harder as an athlete, knowing that once you surpass 8th grade or enter high school, there is more that we can do with our sport. Seeing that you can watch softball on TV, you can watch the Olympics on TV. There's a professional softball league. There's more options than just playing in high school, more options than just playing in college. It inspires younger athletes, and it inspired me.
I had a great experience at TCNJ, attending 2 Final Fours, 1 national championship, and a Sweet 16.
I know this year's the first year that March Madness and the Final Four and all that was marketed for both women's and men's instead of just being March Madness is for boys and then there's the women's March Madness, which was a separate thing. So I think it's really cool seeing more coverage for that. I think the more we see college softball on TV, the numbers are surpassing baseball, they're surpassing male sports, and the more exposure you give to women's sports, the money's out there, the fans are there, the market's there, and I think we're going to continue to see all those sports grow. And
even though playing on the field is just an athletic ability, it has taught me so much more as a woman and as a person that is going to enter the work world. 50 years later, there is still change that we are wanting to happen, but right now the opportunities are still amazing for women compared to what they were 50 years ago.
I think that strength conditioning is a field that has previously been very highly male dominated, and I think currently the field, as it continues to grow in popularity, not just in terms of female coaches, but just in general, we are kind of generating more female coaches.
Before Title IX, it was very rare that you would see a woman getting to cover professional sports, especially professional male sports, and I've gotten to do that. I beat report for the New York Knicks, which has been really cool, and just getting to see the other women that have come before me because of Title IX, it's really inspiring, and I hope that someday some young girl will see me and want to do the same.
I remember just my first few days being here, being that I am the only female coach currently. I just felt an overwhelming sense of welcome from all of the athletes, in particular the female athletes.
This past summer, I got to intern with NFL Films and work in their production department, which again, that's a credit to Title IX and all the opportunities and doors that it's open for women everywhere.
I'm very appreciative of Title IX because I don't know where I'd be without it.
Thank you, Title IX, for allowing me to play the sport that I love and have a passion for.
It's huge that there are those equal opportunities, and I think we're going to see more as time goes on.